Look around you. Let's all take a moment to acknowledge that we are surrounded by perfection. Our vessel is state of the art. Our AI is the pinnacle of human achievement. Our crew is the best and brightest our species has to offer, and our captain is me. To put it plainly, I don't think there's anything that can stop us from restoring peace and order to the galaxy. No, scratch that! Every galaxy.
Announcement from the bridge.
I would like to talk to all of you today about sacrifice. On Gate Day, as our species prepared to embark on its first interdimensional journey, our enemy executed its most diabolical attack since the infestation of our planet. How they managed to infiltrate an entire fleet, we'll never know. But something else you may not know is that my own brother was the officer who sent the Mayday from the HSF Santa Maria. And I was the officer who ordered it shot down. The human space fleet destroyed 90% of its own forces that day, and in spite of that sacrifice, our enemy still managed to commandeer our ships and escape through the gate. So was it worth it? Most would say no. But I say, not yet. Why? Because we can still win this if we all make the sacrifice.
Announcement concluded. Emotional support bagels are available in the break room.
D'Artois was allegedly cursed, was evil through roof, wall, and floor. Nobody would ever dare call it a home, save for that odd duck, Theodore. Young Theo was bold, and his photograph sold at prices quite high, though he cared not for gold. Now, Theo enjoyed being out in the wild where the beasts and the creatures did roar. Art's all about risk, he would say with a smirk, and going to places we shouldn't. I like getting right where the animals live and finding the shots others couldn't. As moccasins bite, as wildebeest fight, I focus my lens, I time it just right. So Theo embarked to the house in the wood where the rest of his family wouldn't. But what nobody other than Theo could know was that all of his pictures were staged. He prodded and pestered and bothered his subjects until they were nice and enraged. He'd poke with a stick, the shutter would click. As simple as that, all trades have a trick. And that was his plan as he walked to the docks with a spear and a chicken he caged. Young Theodore felt that he needed a test. He needed to catch something greater. With camera and tripod, he set up his shop, prepared for the swamp's alligator. The water was baited, he sat and he waited. The creature appeared, how he was elated. But just as he ready to strike with his spear, young Theodore spotted a traitor. A spider sat right on the lens. He shooed it away in a hurry, and yet it returned to the very same spot, like it wanted his photograph blurry. The man had enough. It was time to get rough with his back to the swamp Theodore.
Francis's family had a vacant vacation home. It had stood empty since the passing of his mother, Sophia, and it was that emptiness that had lured him back. Like his mother, Francis was a terribly serious artist. He worked with hammer and chisel, marble and stone, and required the utmost focus when he sculpted. And yet, unlike his mother, Francis dared not rely upon such fickle things as feelings and inspiration to move his hand. He simply committed himself to the discipline of his work, and he was very good at it. He was not very good at being a father. When his three daughters, Annie, Thisbe, and Penelope, would come to visit, the silence of the manor was shattered by their laughter as they played their favorite game, red light, green light. Francis liked the game better back when it was called statues. These days, he didn't like it at all. He suggested they play a new game. For every cobweb they dusted and spider they squished, he would pay them each 1 nickel. And the girls obeyed. One afternoon, while Francis rested his weary head, the girls spotted a spider in the upstairs hallway. They followed it into their father's studio where it crawled all the way to the top of a towering self-sculpture. With nickels dancing in their heads, the trio wheeled a ladder to the statue and climbed until they could climb no higher. From the tallest rung, they reached out their arms with swatters in hand, hoping for a satisfying squish. Just then, their father arose and returned to his studio where, at the sight of his children teetering over his prized work, he let out a terrible shout. It gave the girls such a start that they lost their balance. The ladder wiggled, the sculpture wobbled, and as they all toppled over, Francis leapt with all his might to save his statue. There was, indeed, a satisfying squish.